everyone. My name is Aiden Lee. I am 16 years old and I was born with autism, ADHD, and anxiety. And as you can see around me, I am an artist. And there's a pandemic going on right now. And we're not here to discuss about the negatives and what's been going on. As an artist, so with painting, it helps me feel calmed and relaxed, and it's my way of de-stressing. And I have a little quote, and I like to say, throw your emotions onto the canvas instead of each other. And that means basically, don't use hateful words. Instead, paint a dark painting, for example. I've been feeling very scared, not for myself, but I'm more scared of the safety of everyone on this planet, because this painting itself is about COVID-19, is about that darkness and all of the negativity. But even with that is a way of just calming yourselves down. And for me, I've run out of canvases, so I'm like, oh no. So I've discovered, I thought of a way of reusing old things, mostly old books. And let's say your mom or dad has an old book that they just don't read, or you find a book that's underneath the bookshelf and it's super old. This is a way of reusing all of these old pages that people have touched and read over the years, and to remake it into something that's completely brand new, and a way to, sometimes I've read some good books. I read, The Exploration of Space, but a 1980 version, and it's so different to our more modern books. So you learn about some history and you reuse some old stuff. So in your basement, in your attic, just grab some old stuff out and just reuse it. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, ew, old books. I want a new book that's fresh and clean and not covered in dust. But we shouldn't do that, because when you buy a new book, it's not like it was doesn't have all this stuff. Look, there's some old writing in this book. And if you look at a new book, it wouldn't be filled with all of this life and energy. With these books, they just share so much of who's used it. What did they like about the book? When they wrote about what they liked in the book, they would write in the book. And even with that, we're not going to let this pandemic stop us. Instead, we're going to grab, let's say, I've already gotten some. We're going to get markers, we're going to get pencils, you're going to get pencil crayons. You can even get watercolors, whatever you can find, twistable colors. And what we're going to do is that we're going to, let's say so technically this is my book. And what we're going to do is that we're going to create wonderful pieces of art. And it's sort of like an art journal. And after this whole pandemic is over, we're going to come together and we're going to show off all of these. Just imagine, in a museum, just filled with pages, and the kids will just look through each page and be like, wow. And this won't be a negative. This will be a positive, to show all the colors and feelings you felt on each day. Each one was a different story to tell. I could go on forever. There's so much in here so far. And it's just so calming. Because some people say when you paint, it's a form of therapy, like yoga, or when you meditate, it's sort of the same thing. For me, this is my meditation or my yoga. This is my way of expressing myself and showing people that, doesn't have to be always perfect. And this is my way and your way of showing how you feel. Showing the world that nothing will stop you. No matter, oh wait, I already showed this one. Showing the world that you are unique and you have quite a good story to tell. Because I could read a good story in this book. What do we need? It's quite simple. It could be one with a hardcover. It could be one with a nice paper cover. It can be, you'll need just some markers, some crayons, some pencil crayons, whatever you have. Maybe even some paint if you want. You can use paint. But most importantly, you need creativity and you need emotions. That's what creates a great art piece. I think that's it. But when you start your book, make sure to send me some pictures because I would love to see what you create. And sometimes what you can do, just look up like a pear or an apple or an abstract artwork or like a landscape to inspire you to create a page. Or you could just use your mind and just randomly create whatever you want. And art is in layers. You know, let's say I don't like this first page. It doesn't look nice. You know, you could come back a few days later and look at it and redo it. You could just paint it over it and try again. That's the great thing about art. There is no mistakes. You just retry. It's like a video game. Just whoop, retry, whoop, retry. Some people do it actually like that, so it creates like a thick layer. And you know, I think I have an example here. Hold on. Here we go. Look. So if you look at this, there are 5 layers. There's 5 layers. First was a background. I didn't like it, so I redid it. It was a new color scheme. Then I added some squares. Then I wanted some circles. Then I wanted some more squares. And this is, I think, about 5 layers. And you see, even though I went over it over and over again, it still looks so unique. It's so weird. And you know, I don't even know where I could be. I could be in space. I could be on a planet, a different galaxy, in an apartment. And you know, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because guess what? It's art. And art can tell any story.